Hey everyone, welcome back to Learning English with Fasil, where we make grammar easy and fun. Today we are diving into one of the most essential parts of speech in the English language, preposition. They might seem small, but they play a huge role in our sentence, so let's get into it. Today we will be learning different aspects of today's topic, starting from a preposition definition to unnecessary prepositions. Prepositions are like the glue that holds our sentences together. They help us understand the relationship between different words. So what exactly is a preposition? Let's break it down. Prepositions indicate relationship between other words in a sentence. Think of them as connectors. They show how one word relates to another. Many prepositions tell you where something is or when something's happened. For example, on the table tells you where something is, while before dinner tells you when something happened. Most prepositions have several definitions, so the meaning depends quite a bit on context. In can mean inside, right? As in the box, or it can indicate time, like in the morning. The meaning changes depending on how you use it. Here's a fun fact: ending sentence with a preposition is not a grammatical error. Yep, that's right. While your old English teacher might have forwarded upon you modern grammar rules, says it's perfectly fine to end a sentence with a preposition. So, for example, what are you waiting for? So, as you can see, prepositions are all about creating connection and giving us context, whether it's about time, or place, or direction. These little words are essential for clear communication. So, what exactly is a preposition? Think of it like this: prepositions are our navigators in language. They help us pinpoint where or when something happens in relation to something else. Imagine scene with pirates, ninjas, and robots. It might sound a bit chaotic, but thanks to preposition, we can keep track of everything, where everything is. Picture this: pirate, ninjas, robots sounds thrilling, right? But then someone asks, where? And you hear, right above you. Thank goodness for preposition. Without them, we would be left in the dark about where the danger is. Preposition tell us exactly where or when something is in relation to something else. For instance, are the monster behind us or in front of us? Will they be arriving in 3 seconds or at midnight? Preposition often tell us where one noun is in relation to another. For example, the coffee is on the table beside you. Here, on and beside a preposition that shows the relationship between the coffee and the table. But prepositions aren't just about physical location. They can also indicate more abstract ideas. Take the example: we went for a walk despite the rain. In this case, despite is a preposition that shows contrast between the walking and the rain. So, the prepositions are powerful little words that help us navigate both concrete and abstract relations in our sentence. They keep us informed about time, place, and even purpose. Stick around as we explore more about these amazing words in our next segment. So, alright. Let's dive into different types of preposition. Preposition can show various kinds of relation in our sentence. They help us understand direction, time, location, spatial relationship, and even abstract ideas. Let's break this down one by one. First up, we have direction. Preposition of direction tell us where something is headed or where to look. For example, look to the left and you'll see our destination. Here, to the left, show us the direction. Next, let's talk about time. Preposition of time help us pinpoint where something happens. For instance, we've been working since this morning. The preposition since tells us starting point of the time period. Now, let's move on into location. Preposition of location tell us where something is in relation to something else. For example, we saw a movie at the theater. The preposition at indicates the location of the movie viewing. So finally, we have space. Preposition of space help us understand how things are arranged or where they are in relation to other objects. For example, the dog hid under the table. The preposition under tell us where the dog is hiding. So, To sum it up, prepositions are incredibly versatile. They guide us through direction, time, location, and spatial relationship, as well as help us navigate more abstract concepts. So, next time you craft a sentence, think about which preposition best shows the relationship you're trying to describe. Now that we've covered the type of preposition, let's look at some examples to see them in action. While there's no foolproof formula for picking the right preposition, practicing with examples can help you get a feel for which one sounds right. Here are a few sentences showcase common preposition. I should rewrite the introduction of my essay. In the sentence, of shows the relationship between introduction and essay. Sam left his jacket in the car. Here in indicates the location of the jacket. Did you send that letter to your mother? To shows the direction of recipient of the letter. We are cooking for 10 guests tonight. In this case, for specifies the purpose or intended audience for the cooking. Finally, Danny ate lunch with their boss, which indicates the company or person accompanying Danny for lunch. Unfortunately, there isn't a reliable formula for determining which preposition to use in every situation. The best approach is to read widely and pay attention to which preposition fits naturally in different contexts. You can also use tools like Google Books Gram Viewers to see how often certain preposition occurs with particular words. However, keep in mind that while these tools are helpful, they can't explain nuance in meaning. For instance, pay for means purchase, while pay off means to bribe. Both involve preposition, but they have different meanings. For more detailed guidance, consider using a list of prepositions that includes meaning for common combination, which you can find online. Alternatively, use guides like the Chicago Manual of Style, of a list of tricky words and the prepositional combination to help you out. So, while mastering preposition takes out and practice and attention to detail, this resource and example should help you to get started. Keep exploring and practicing, and soon you'll have a solid grasp of preposition in no time. Let's tackle a common misconception about preposition. The idea that ending sentence with a preposition is incorrect. This old rule has been debunked. It's not true now. It never really was. An ending sentence with preposition is perfectly accepted in modern English. Let's look at some examples to see how this works in practice. Here's a sentence. There's no else to hide behind. This sentence is both correct and natural. It flows smoothly and clearly, communicates the intended meaning. Now, if we try to follow the old rule and avoid the ending with a preposition, we must say, there's no else behind whom to hide. While this is technically correct, it sounds styled and unnatural. It's a good example of why sticking to the natural flow of the language is often better. Here's another example. Where did you come from? This sentence is correct and natural, clearly asking for the origin of someone. But it can be, from where did you come? This is also correct, but sounds awkward and less conversational. That said, in very formal, serious writing, it can sometimes be more elegant to place the preposition early in the sentence. If you choose to move the preposition, just to make sure to remove it from the end of the sentence. And as examples can be, this is something we must meditate on. This sentence is correct, natural. This is something on which we must meditate. This sentence is also correct, but it's more formal. This is something on which we must meditate on. This sentence is incorrect because it ends with an extra on, which is redundant. So, while ending a sentence with a preposition is perfectly fine, in most cases it can be useful to adjust your sentence structure for formal writing or specific context. Remember, clarity and natural flow are key. Let's wrap up our discussion by addressing a common issue with preposition: unnecessary preposition. They can clutter your writing and make it less clear. Let's look at how to spot and fix this issue. One frequent mistake is adding unnecessary at to the end of a question. For instance, where your brother at? While this might be common in some English dialects, it considered not standard in formal writing. Simply removing at corrects it. Where's your brother? This version is clear and concise, right? Sometimes, if you're unsure which preposition to use, it's worth trying to eliminate it entirely. Removing a unnecessary preposition phrase can tighten up your writing. For example, look at this sentence with too many prepositions. For many people, the reality of an entire to a new area of employment is cause for a host of anxieties. It's a bit cumbersome and indirect. By removing this extra preposition, you get clearer version. Changes career make many people anxious, much more direct and easier to understand. Here's another example. Alex hits a baseball up over the fence. The up is unnecessary. Here, streamline it to a. Alex hits a ball over the fence. This revised sentence is clearer and more straightforward. To sum up, words are out for unnecessary prepositions that can weigh down your sentence. Aim for clarity by removing redundant preposition and tidy up your writing. This will not make your sentence more direct but also enhance the reliability. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of preposition. If you enjoyed this video and found this helpful, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to Learn English with Fasil, and ring to the notification bell for more tips and lessons. Have any question or need clarification? Drop a comment below. I'd love you to hear from you, and if there's another topic you're curious about, let me know. Until next time, keep practicing and happy learning. Bye.